making the rounds.
How are you? But I get other groups. My mum's been here over 70 years, but her auntie, I'll introduce you to Perri. She was one of those. This is
Hello. I just wanted something to do as well.
With the new early convoys, and then what? They were the ones. The ones who came for a lot. Thank you.
The red top.
Well, you have to show the food. So that's part of the sales pitch.
Connie made this. And it's a restaurant.
Homemade by Connie.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How are you? No, I make mine big. They're like white marketing. You make yours. She's going around supposed to go back with some girlfriends. It's much fun. Oh, just a few days. Yeah, that's fine. So they would have spoken to and I'm trying to do a walk around. Listen, I don't know how they do so I don't want to drive. I've got my process drives me, I'm relaxed, I'm calm. The sad thing news is the gym's going to close. That'll be white knuckles because he drives. But, I'm going to go out and I thought, I'm going to drink something. Whereabouts do you live? Oh, yeah. Probably it was a clear run, right? Back out there on the road. But that will. My auntie's a lot of married Italians fresh off the boat. Oh, yeah. 20 years. My cousins all learned to speak Italian because their fathers all they had to. Pretty so I missed out on that, and I couldn't grasp the little language. I could understand a lot of it, but it's the lemon things that go in. I never thought I was Italian. I actually, in my day, like, I think it's easy to be Italian. So I used to say to Mum, oh, haven't you made any of my hair? You know, my mum used to, but then because they're fried, she doesn't like that. No. Then I went and married honey. Oh, yeah. It was
Actually, tomorrow I was going to make cordolette, and usually I do it sort of a cheap's way. I just put some oil on it in the oven, but it's never quite the same. So I was going to try this, and that's a big deal for me to get something to my husband.
How many of
Yeah, they splatter and then with the oil that you chuck in.
I have a little bit English days this last year. Came back to Australia with a man bag and big white flares and a lady called I was always
Well, should we sit
he would want to go with
I wouldn't eat that the pastry has to cook.
but they didn't have it for us. Molly talks about how wonderful
And the microwave popcorn, it's got, like that butter's not real butter. Like,
It's very hard. You
my family's going, well, if you keep going, you go too. I end up going.
yes.
I went with them. Yeah. You don't mind. When I saw it,
But it's just
it was just
We went to Bali and something like that.
when I saw it, they couldn't stand it in Fortunata.
Unless we're and they said I don't use any oil. No, she's and regulates and then they put the
Fly over
talked about.
I know that flooding back.
I'm looking at how they get the sand.
Well, I don't. It's strains out. So it's very clean, very fine sand and strains out. Yeah. And it's delicious.
Where does Jen?
Probably. I mean, the Greeks could do it.
That's your left leg. I could have done it. It's fair. All the time, you're like, hey, I think this is the here.
Have you got siblings in Australia?
I waited outside the house.
Yeah.
I like being in a place like
Dad was one of them. Mum was only one of them.
well, I'm ready to go.
That's it.
Dogs
Like that's
and they were coming into the books.
So where do you want to move?
Oh, that's so unusual.
Yeah, I respond.
Because you can't judge traffic, so you should be early as many times as you're late. Actually, more times than you're late.
That's a few streets down, but I'm always there at 2 o'clock. It's supposed to be there at 10 to come back. But one time it's the other time it's late. You don't want.
How old are the kids?
And they love it. Yeah, they come and they like it. She catches us in the morning. Ted for a start at 10.
It's so early.
It is very early for this.
It's got the same vibe like Florida. It does this, man.
She sings. So the bus, I just say he's got outside the school is a nightmare. The bus takes to Taliban again.
Do you want to sit on the edge?
And it's after 4 minutes.
Do you want to bring him down?
Little one.
But she plays up. She plays up.
Yeah.
She goes on the bus.
Okay.
And then the afternoon.
It's like the fire that and she played with the other
Development.
how fun she had the guitar.
She'll curl up in the lap. She can't tap it.
You need to play it.
I threw it. Just good. She can just like come. No, you already have it now.
My sister. We've known each other for a
I am too, but I don't know who was waiting for. I'm like,
we made it
oh,
she's up June. We went 1 year
I'll go get her.
So fair.
my friend
Get to Sebastian. He's going to catch up. He's going to get there eventually. Yeah, I'm talking to him.
a late lunch.
How are you, Teresa? I've got my Elena Maria. Oh, yeah.
Tony, we get merch.
Yeah.
But I pay for these. Oh, Sara just gave me these. I just need one to read.
Hey! Oh my God! Hello.
Dr. Tony Marino, soon to be Dr.
God,
Teresa
I nearly bought
Capetola. Because I absolutely not.
That's Melbourne.
Yeah. I need to watch the whole.
Oh, Teresa, how are you? That's fine. It's always. Keep going. Oh, it's all right. That's all right.
So you've got
How cool is that? And we could see all from the rain. I hope to see you and and it was the first time I get to see like the festival. It was amazing. It's incredible that using art. The cheese is sounds like this is much. I know it's an awful thing to say, but that's how I felt. And they were like, and I everyone else I felt yeah, no, that was really special. Yeah, maybe Sara, io devo, dove mi metto davanti? And I actually feelings of being young and you have to we can have a great. Amazing time and I went to Panama, we marched together. Apparently we were all Malaysian. We are media. We and another guy. And for me, I never found because I am the and this year I woke up and the day of the march was at 9 and I said, yes, it's a sign, I'm doing it, I'm actually here. And then when we were waiting at the door there were people and that was me wearing a t-shirt. pensato è la dea. Mi ha mandato delle linee so che March and Biennale and the okay, which is weird because the people marching in that is very safe. E l'abbiamo vuoi lasciare la voce?
What sort of block name is it? My name was
Do you not want to see over there? Just he's not going to sit that way.
Hey! Dino!
Buonasera a tutti. For those of you who are taking your seats, please take your seats and we'll begin this evening. Buonasera a tutti. Good evening, everyone. My name is Carmelina Calabro, and I work here in the cultural program at COASIT. I'd like to begin this evening by welcoming everyone both in person here with us in Carlton and online, and inviting you to join me in acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians on the land on which we meet today. I pay my respects to their elders past and present, and I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Before we begin, just a reminder that the event tonight is being recorded via Teams online, and that if you'd like to take photos during the event, you're more than welcome to do so. Tonight, for the 6th year in a row, COASIT is proud to mark International Women's Day by hosting the launch of Stories from Il Corpo, Stories from the Body by Ascolta Women Inc. Since its beginnings, it has been a privilege for us to watch and support the work of the extraordinary group of multi-generational Italian-Australian women that make up Ascolta Women, also known as the Ascoltesse. In such a short time, these amazing women have published several anthologies, each offering powerful and deeply personal stories, have become formally incorporated as an organisation, and have built a network of members that connects writers across Victoria, both metro and regional, across Australia and overseas. This latest anthology, Stories from Il Corpo, Stories from the Body, explores the complex relationship we have with our bodies as sites of struggle, expression, memory, and identity, and reflects on how deeply our physical selves are connected to how we think, how we feel, and how we move throughout the world. I think we can all agree that projects like this are so important because they create a space for women's voices to be heard, preserved, and shared. And it is why we are so honoured to be able to support this wonderful group. There is a wonderful night in store for you tonight. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce the co-founder of Ascolta Women Incorporated, Teresa Capetola. Please make her welcome.
Carmela, it was so gorgeous, and thank you for introducing us every year. Thank you, Paolo, for that. He's up the back there. 6 years ago when I went to Paolo and I said, Paolo, I want to have a forum before we had the Ascolta Women. I said, it's a women's only forum, Paolo. Is that okay? Paolo said, it's okay. So, benvenuti a tutti. Here to our 6th anthology and the launch of Ascolta Women's Stories from Il Corpo. We've got a jam-packed night, and because we're Italian, we're running late. I know everyone has arrived here, lots of traffic. We've had the Grand Prix, and it's been very, very busy. So thank you everyone for making the effort to be here. It's a long weekend, and it's a very special time for us. Happy International Women's Day. Yay. The theme for 2026 is rights, justice, action for all women, girls and non-binary people. And also to balance the scales of justice and equity. This theme speaks to our time in a world which has been destabilised by war, violence, lack of trust, corrupt leaders who are self-serving, destructive, undemocratic, devoid of compassion and service to the communities they are accountable to. In celebrating International Women's Day, we acknowledge women and girls in violated nations who face oppression, control, violence and abuse every day. Iran, Palestine, Ukraine and women and girls everywhere who are fighting for their rights, for food, for healthcare, education, to vote, the freedom from coercion, control, abuse and violence. We also acknowledge women and girls here in Australia and their rights to equitable lives, to women and girls who are marginalised by race, ethnicity, age, geography, abilities, sexuality, fertility and marital status, and especially our First Nations women and girls. Let's not forget that one woman is killed every 8 days by an intimate partner or family member. The scales need to shift towards justice and equity. What can we do to promote gender rights, justice and take action? There are lots of things we can do, individually, in groups, as collectives, as communities and as nations. Here in Ascolta, we build and foster trust and respect for ourselves and for each other. Our stories, our truths, our migration, ethnic and our gendered legacies, these lived realities that we have as migrant daughters, as mothers, as Zias, sorelli, nonni, amici, partners. Our stories matter. They matter to us and they matter to those we love and care for, and they matter to our communities. When we are heard, when we are ascoltate, whether it is us doing the listening to ourselves, a deep listening that requires an honouring of our experiences, and when others listen to our stories, our families, our friends, our community, our society, we are all strengthened in our resolve for what is just and right. And it's only then that we can take action. So what does this action look like? We can hold a friend's hand when she's in crisis or when she's courageously speaking out. We can hold the anger and distress of our children, our loved ones, who are reacting to a confused, unpredictable world that's moving very fast. We can hold a banner in a rally that says, "Stop killing, maiming, destroying lives, cultures, communities. Stop annihilating rights and dignity." We can hold conversations about things that matter, about values. We can hold acknowledgement of country for our First Nations people and uphold their sovereignty. We can hold governments, big business and big tech to account through our votes, our spending power, our protests, our rage, our refusals and our questions. We can hold and honour the story of courageous women and girls who've been groomed, preyed upon, recruited, sexually abused and exploited. So the pedophiles, sex traffickers and perpetrators are brought to justice. And so that the scales are not just balanced, but we can push the scales over and overhaul and have a look at the systems of power, entitlement and privilege, and ask that we look at these scales anew. I want to draw your attention to the recent Victorian Government report, Bridging the Gender Pain Gap, the inquiry into women's pain. This was a landmark report. It honours the role of pain in women's health. Women's real life experiences instigated change into the health sector. And I want to draw your attention to the recent Four Corners report called Scarred, investigating the unnecessary, exploitative gynecological surgeries for women who presented with pelvic pain and treated inexpertly and unjustly. In Ascolta, we listen. We listen to ourselves, we listen to each other, and we write our stories so that others will hear the lived experiences of women. We take action by creating trust and respect and through listening. Stories from Il Corpo is a beautiful book. It is about listening, about women listening to their bodies, and it's created through a community of women listening to each other. And we present it to you, to our community, to be ascoltate, to be listened to. I want to hand over to Sara Bavato, who is our Vice President and Treasurer, and she will lead us into a listening to our bodies and to ourselves. And she will also present the Ascoltesse Credo, acknowledging Ascolta Women's listening process. Thank you.
Grazie Teresa for your powerful speech. Buonasera a tutte, buonasera a tutti. Thank you so much all for being here. It's an amazing view from this side of the room. And I think after the powerful speech of Teresa, we want just to take a moment to breathe and to recalibrate. I was very inspired recently by something that director Chloe Zhao, that many of you might have heard, at her movie premieres and during the set, she always takes the time to just do a reflection and a breathing exercise. And for her, every time that she is launching a new artwork, a new work, she is always inspired and moved by seeing all these people, like here tonight, that are all strangers, but they come together to celebrate arts, creativity, and sometimes forming a community. And this is exactly what happened with Ascolta. Lots of us began as strangers to each other, but through shared practice of storytelling and on this space for each other, for one another, we have created a very strong, supportive, and beautiful community. And tonight, you're part of this community. You're part of this safe space. So this is an optional exercise, so don't feel that you have to do, but we want really to take a moment to honor your presence here, physical and virtual, for whoever is tuning in from home, to honor each other and our bodies, which are the theme that we explore in our book. So let's soften our bodies. Maybe look around, look at your right, at your left, at the back, at the people that are here tonight. Maybe at the space that you might have seen many times, but you might notice something different. And if you are comfortable with, just place a hand on your chest, on your heart. And just feel the warmth of the skin or the heart beating. It's fine if it's uncomfortable, it's strange. And then now, just if it's okay with you, gently close your eyes. You should get maybe a little heavier on your seat. Just relax your body. And maybe breathe a little deeper. And feel the ground beneath your feet on this sacred land that we're privileged to walk every day. So now we'll take 3 deep breaths together. So let's breathe in and out. And let's do it again. Let's breathe in and out. On this last exhale, if you can, let go of something. It can be anything. It can be just your breath, it can be a sight, it can be a word, a feeling. It can be the week behind you. It can be your to-do list. It can be the thought of all the Ascolta books that you're going to buy later. It can be anything. It can be a bit of tension that you have somewhere in your body. Just let it go. So let's breathe in and out, because you don't have to carry it with you now. And now you can check in again with yourself. Feel your body again, without judgment, just feel it. And maybe you can feel the vibrations or the energy of the other people in the room. And whenever the world around us seems out of control, just remember that you can always come back to this, to your beating heart, to your breath, to each other. And so when you're ready, you can open your eyes and look around you again at all the people that are here tonight. It's a beautiful room, and again, the site is beautiful from here. Our hearts are really full because of each and every one of you that have showed up here to support us. Now we are in a safe space, in our Ascolta listening safe space. And we are grateful for you, for every single Ascoltessa that's here tonight and online. And I'll just quickly read something that we do every time now that we meet. It's an acknowledgement to each other. So, maybe something that you can take with you. Per esserci nonostante tutto, per essere le custodi di uno spazio prezioso, per essere presenti, attente e in ascolto, per l'integrità, la saggezza, la compassione e il supporto. Grazie sorelle. To be here, despite everything, to be the custodians of an invaluable space, to be present, attentive and listening. For your integrity, wisdom, compassion and support. Thank you, sisters. So, hope you enjoy the rest of the night, and it's going to be a moving, inspiring also. Thank you. And now we have, I actually have to ask you to do a really round of applause to Teresa and Elena. They have been instrumental for everything.
Grazie Teresa, grazie Sara, thank you everyone. So my name is Elena and I am the secretary of Ascolta Women Incorporated. All of the committee are here by Elena Maria Callipari Nemtsas, but you're here with us, Elena, because I know you're online. You'll see us around. We've been a strong committee since 2023 when we incorporated, and we're getting better and better with every year, getting smarter about how we do stuff, and we've got lots of things that we've achieved this year. I want to thank Connie Abate, wherever you are, Concetta, for being on the committee and your contribution. Concetta was an outgoing member at our AGM last year, and Pina Leyland, where is it? Pina came back. So as a committee, we lead, contribute and curate to support the work of Ascolta Women Incorporated, and that's across membership, across our creative workshops, across communication, beautiful events like tonight, stakeholder engagement projects and conferences, and we've got lots of exciting things happening in the year ahead, plus grants. So we're very excited. We've applied for a grant, and fingers crossed we'll hear a bit later in the year. We have 60 members who have joined already, but if you're interested in joining, you can either come and see me, or when we tell you more about our website, you can go online. Of those 60, it's been a sort of consistent number. We've got 45 creatives, 8 supporters and 7 friends. So we do require a completed membership form, which is all online and payment, and the form helps us keep our membership database up to date and manage everyone who needs to be at those workshops. And it helps us remain financial. Anyway, enough of that. That's all a bit, dry. I'm much more excited about welcoming and introducing our beautiful keynote speaker, Dr. Adele Murdolo. Dr. Adele Murdolo is the Chief Executive Officer of Multicultural Centre for Women's Health, a national women's health centre run by and for migrant and refugee women and gender diverse people. Adele is from an Italian background, is a proud member of the queer community, and is a passionate advocate for health, equity and justice. Adele is also a long-standing supportive Ascoltesse, published herself in our anthology Stories from the Inside and Stories from La Tavola, available for purchase tonight. And Adele brings insights to stories from Il Corpo. She has a PhD in history and women's studies, and extensive specialist expertise in taking an intersectional feminist approach to gender equity, health and violence against women in multicultural communities. Adele also provides evidence-based advice to government and other key stakeholders, so doing a lot of heavy lifting, and is a member of numerous national, state and ministerial committees, including currently the Victorian Women's Health Advisory Council, the National Women's Health Advisory Council, the National Multicultural Health Advisory Committee. When she has free time, Adele is also, she does research, advocacy and policy, and her leadership of the Multicultural Centre for Women's Health for more than 2 decades has made a significant contribution to improving migrant and refugee women's health outcomes in Australia. We are really delighted that Adele will launch our 6th anthology, Stories from Il Corpo, auspiciously today on the 6th of March at 6 p.m. 2026.
Thank you so much, Elena, and it's such an honour to be here. I'd like to begin acknowledging country. I'm very privileged to be here with you on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation tonight, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present and acknowledge that sovereignty has never been ceded. It's an honour to be here to celebrate the launch of the 6th Ascolta Women Write Anthology. I remember with so much affection and pleasure the many writing sessions that I did together with my Ascolta sorelle, and it's wonderful to see the group go from strength to strength and to continue to demand to be heard. Il Corpo, what an interesting theme, and what a marvellous collection of ways in this anthology of understanding and engaging with that topic, our bodies, ourselves. In this book, the body is not object, it's not binary, and it's not separate from mind or emotion. The body is not only connected to the world, but it's creating the world, birthing it, writing it, illustrating it, and speaking it. The stories and images in this book listen to and listen through the body. The body has feelings. The body cries. Bodies care for each other. Hands to anonymous feet or a palm to a child's burning forehead. This anthology, the stories in this anthology show how we transform our bodies, how they get transformed through experience, through surgery, through life, and how they then transform us. The body as parts of a whole: eyes, ears, breasts, lips, hips, chin, lungs, hands, heart, chest, fingers. Bodily change over time, from young bodies to older age bodies. Change not always expected or welcomed. Josephine Marino writes of a ticking time bomb that lurks within. I can relate. Earlier this year, I broke my front tooth biting into a piece of pizza. I screamed, shocked, looking with disbelief at this tooth in my plate. How could this happen to my body? But Stories from Il Corpo is not only about the individual body, it is a body of work. It is about the collective body of women from Italian migrant backgrounds in all their diversity, in all their special difference, and how that body connects with the world. As the introduction of the book states, Our Bodies, Ourselves was an iconic feminist text where women loudly and proudly took their bodies and health into their own hands. And I'm so privileged to be working at the Multicultural Centre for Women's Health, a migrant and refugee women's and gender diverse people's organisation here in Melbourne that takes that sentiment seriously. We advocate for a model of health that shifts power in the health system and that has space to hear migrant and refugee women's and gender diverse people's words and needs, including as health professionals themselves. The organisation started in 1978 as a very small bilingual health education program, going into workplaces, into migrant women's factories and providing education in languages other than English, mostly about contraception. Today that continues, that program continues. We still go into workplaces, into factories. We still do have a manufacturing industry in Australia, and surprisingly, but we also go to aged care facilities, to childcare, where there are so many fantastic migrant refugee women and gender diverse people working. So these programs are an important expression of that idea of migrant women's health in migrant women's hands. Migration is an embodied act. It happens through and with the body and its connection to history, culture, language, politics and economics. Production, reproduction, care, all happen through the body. And these are migrant and refugee women's gifts to all of us, not always recognised and valued. But this multilingual, multimedia anthology voices the value of such gifts and much more. It values our languages and our collective strength. I was moved to read some words in Calabrese in Christina Fiasco's story about her nonna. My nonna too would say those exact words to me. Yeah, she would say, "Vieni qua figlia, accettati." So it was lovely to read that word. I don't think I know you, Christine. Thank you. So for so many Italian migrants, the dialect we learn to speak is an embodied experience. There was no written language, although people are writing it more today, but it was spoken with mouths, tongues, hands and bodies. And I was delighted by Fortunata Callipari's joyous self-portrait of her reimagined Fardallo. I'm not sure if people have seen that yet, but it's beautiful. Fardallo is also where she reimagines actually the fardallo, also a Calabrian word for apron. But Fortunata's is an apron that is self-determining rather than burdensome as she sows the seeds of her choice. I could say so much more about this anthology. I've only really skimmed the surface and we're privileged to be hearing some stories read by the authors themselves. But I urge you to explore it, enjoy it, learn from it, and listen. Ascolta. I want to congratulate Ascolta Women on this marvellous publication, and I'm so excited to launch it into the world.
You're not getting away that fast. I tried. On behalf of Ascolta, I'm giving you a copy of the book. But I want to say, Adele, since we met as PhD students in the late 80s. Really? Actually, I was probably a master's something. It was a long time ago. La Trobe University at an Italian women's conference. And I just want, and apart from all the facts I always get wrong, but the important thing for me is that this woman is history. This woman has been there, compassionate, kind, strong, resilient, a leader before other people caught up with the issues and the concerns and the rights in so many ways. And I just want to thank you personally and from all of us. Now I get to introduce beautiful Lucy, our artist, Lucy Callipari Nemtsas. What we love about Lucy, when you're talking to Lucy, she's either planning a new exhibition at Calabro, or she's off to New York to present her exhibitions. She's everywhere, and just her art is incredible, and you're an incredible person.
That is high praise coming from Maria Pallotta-Chiarolli. Hello.
I can't remember what we were.
You don't know about Maria Pallotta-Chiarolli?
Oh, good.
She has a bio in the book, which is very modest. I have the privilege, yes, as Maria PC said, my name is Lucy. I'm from Mildura, one of the many Calliparis that is involved with Ascolta. And yes, we are all related. And I have the privilege to introduce the readings. I'm not doing any readings, I'm just going to introduce the people to come up and to read some stories from the book, so you get a bit of a snippet about what you're going to, a morsel snippet before you go and buy a copy after the launch. So anyway, enough waffling from me. So the first person that I would like to invite up to the podium. So actually first I'm going to say who the people are that are going to come up. Josephine Gregoire, is that correct? Yes. Christina Fiasco, then followed by Maria Pallotta-Chiarolli, Connie Abate, Perri, and Elena Maria Callipari Nemtsas, who Teresa will read her work on her behalf. So I'd like to invite up Josie.
Buonasera. Put my glasses on. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a baby Ascolta. I joined only a year ago, and I'm first. Bene. Coraggio. My body. My body. It holds me, it carries my bones, my blood, my heart, and my brain, yes. But what if it holds memories? What if it holds emotions? What if it holds secrets? What if it holds the memories and the emotions of my mama Olympia, who left Calabria alone to marry my papa, already here in Australia? And what about my nonna Rosa's emotions, who crossed the ocean with 6 children to join my nonna, who was already here? And what if my body holds my nonna Josephina and her grief? She was certain she would never see her daughter Olympia ever again, as that ship set sail from Messina. Surely we store these stories, these secrets, these memories in our bodies, They become part of us. They move in us, they change us. And if they are never processed, never acknowledged, they leak. They draw our attention, perhaps as a rhythmic heartbeat, perhaps as arthritic knees. A few years ago, I visited the village of my parents in Calabria, and I wept. I leaked. It was visceral, it was uncontrollable. I wept for all those who had left and never came back. I wept because I was meeting those who had been left behind. We hugged each other, we connected eye to eye, we held hands, not wanting to let go. Somigli tutta tua pace, somigli tuo papà. You look just like your father. They were right, I do. Through my body, we were connecting with my papa, their cousin, who they hadn't seen since he left at 18. And now I'm conscious that I carry these stories forward through my daughters, Catherine, Gabrielle, and Claire, in their bodies. Where one of us feels, we all feel. If one evolves, we all evolve. And my wish is that they express and leak it all out, dancing, singing with creativity. Grazie, Ascolta, sorelle, for giving me the safe space and the time to find my voice, the one that was secretly locked deep inside my body. Grazie for our collective, beautiful body, because through our writing and our anthology, we become one, connected to the world around us. So here's my little contribution in the anthology. My body, vessel of secrets, carrier of me. Each cell records a memory. My brain is replaying them, fast forward, slow motion, distorted notions. My cells hold stories of those who came before, the ancestral whispers bursting to be free, to be heard. Their truths lie buried deep in the heart, secrets untouched, untold. Secrets stored in swollen arthritic knees, in a heart now arrhythmic, in a soul grown indifferent. The body holds secrets and leaks them through a smile that falters, a blank stare, a forced laugh. Secrets seep out in dreams and interrupted sleep. The body leaks what it stores because the only place a secret belongs is outside the body, spoken, written, wept. So a new body may arise, without secrets, lighter, truer and free.
Josie. And Josie and her family have travelled all the way from Canberra. Now, I would like to invite now Christina Fiasco.
I just want to say that I'm also new to Ascolta. I was in the audience last year for International Women's Day, and I was inspired by the stories that I listened to, and I'm a proud member of the Ascolta group. Thank you very much. So, the beauty secret. Have you ever visited the Japanese bathhouse in Melbourne? Did you know that Japanese bathing culture requires full nudity? I didn't, at least not when I first booked in. But despite my initial concerns, I wasn't deterred. I went through with it, and I'm glad I did. For me, it was both soothing and deeply confronting, and it permanently changed my perception of what makes a body beautiful. When I arrived, I was escorted to a communal lounge where guests could sip tea and settle in. Then came the ritual. I was led to the bathing area and shown the traditional process. Because before bathing, each person must sit on a small stool with only a cloth for modesty and scrub herself clean, washing away not just dirt, but it seemed a layer of self-consciousness. I undressed in the change room, hesitantly, and entered the bathing area and sat along another woman. At first, I kept my gaze down, ashamed and unsure of myself. I fumbled with the hose and sprayed water everywhere like a clueless foreigner. But to my relief, the woman next to me helped me get it right. And we began talking as we lathered and rinsed, exchanging stories over soap and steam. And she was beautiful, her body lean and strong, unapologetic. My voice, as usual, betrayed me. I spoke too loudly and was shushed by a staff member because silence was part of the ritual, and being quiet while sitting naked with my thoughts felt difficult, more difficult than undressing. As more women arrived, I observed their bodies with quiet awe. Each was utterly unique, soft, angular, tall, round, scarred, glowing, imperfect, perfect. Without clothes, the usual social cues disappeared. No fashion, no labels, no hiding. Just bodies being bodies, moving, breathing, being. In whispered exchanges and subtle smiles, I found solidarity. There was no judgment, only acceptance. And for the first time, I stopped comparing. I saw beauty not as an external ideal, but as something alive in every fold and wrinkle. And in that still, steamy space, my body whispered its secret. You are enough. We live in a world that trains us to scrutinise ourselves, to filter and edit and shrink and fix. But beneath all that noise, the body holds its quiet wisdom. It carries us, shelters us, and asks only for care and respect. And that day, naked and washed clean, I learned the simple, sacred truth. The body is beautiful and worthy as it is.
Hallelujah. I'd now like to introduce Maria Pallotta-Chiarolli.
Enjoy the images.
Oh, wow. What's the picture?
This is for Leda Pellegrini, who I wish was here. To my chin, just in case you missed it. I'm sorry I tried to get rid of you, have you sawn off and rewired. Please forgive me for subjecting you to manhandling, jawbone twisted, gloved fingers and gaping mouth pressing on gum bones by a doctor who then handed my mum the price tag we couldn't afford. Mum had that, "T'as passed them all. Have you done enough now, look?" I was miserable all the way home. It was 1974. I was 14, laughed at for having a witch's profile. Like all the evil, ugly women in cartoons and films, my long, pointy chin meant I'd never be loved. Now I thank you for staying with me through the pimples and the blackheads, through the broken heart and into healing love, to where I later learned and celebrated my heritage of Campania, Stregheria. And I thank you for inspiring my high school friends sitting next to me in maths class, who didn't stop my whispered whining about the cost of reducing my chin, who didn't offer platitudes as I tried to draw a graph through tears. Please note that's old-fashioned graph paper there for the young people. Who didn't comfort me with fake declarations of my beauty. She was 14 too. She knew words were useless against the insecurity and angst of adolescent girlhood. She stayed silent, looking down, her graph paper hidden by her hand. I could see the top of her pencil moving, but without a ruler. Long strokes, short swirls, no straight lines. I sulked. She was ignoring me. She with the shiny, straight black hair, perfectly proportioned face. I pulled my eyes back to my own maths grid maze, fingers obsessively pushing my chin in. She slid a paper over to me, my profile, drawn on the graph paper, soft smudging and flowing strokes against the squares within squares. I was stunned, I was silenced, I was in tears. Was that really me? Was that how she saw me? That sketch of me was actually pretty. I looked at her with gratitude and in awe of her artistry against the rigid grids. She looked at me and smiled knowingly. That night, I placed the sketch in a photo album and claimed us. My name at the top, her name, misspelled surname, at the bottom. The teacher said she'd be a famous artist one day. I never saw her after high school. I was off to uni, chin woes mostly left behind in a big world of delirious highs and crashing lows. She died in her mid-20s, horrifically. I wish I'd known her inner turmoil behind her deep smile and in her breathtaking, mysterious artworks. I wish I'd been able to write her a hopeful future when we were 14, attended her exhibitions, bought a painting, seen her surrounded by love, thanked her for giving me a sketch that was beginning of making peace with my chin. Rest in peace, Leda. Convinced me, you know what, this is really good when you're teething. It
was pretty incredible. Thank you, Maria PC. And viva la Stege. I would now like to invite Connie Abate. Well, how can this old woman follow all that? I will try. Buonasera a tutti. My name is Teresa Abate. I was born in San Valentino, provincia of Pescara, Abruzzo, in the late 40s and arrived in Port Melbourne in the early 50s. I was 4 years old and am a product of being schooled in that era with all of its negative connotations, racism, rename and culture. I became Connie and have just recently reclaimed Conchetta. Thank you, Ascolta. And the rest of it and the sandwiches are now about $15 to $20 each. They're popular. I am lucky to have found my gruppo di sorelle of similar background and have had much joy in belonging and just being who I am. I am passionate about promoting the Italian language and culture and did so as a teacher and even now at U3A, and I'm having a ball. The story, Invisible but Indivisible. The title is from one of Kavisha Mazzella's, which I didn't know she was doing tonight, but I'm very happy to present this song here, one of her original songs, and talks about a yearning in her heart. My story is about one of the loves of my life. Now, here goes. By the way, this is available tonight. Buonasera. Oh, sorry, no, that's not the story. Here it is. Invisible but indivisible. We were to be together forever. I was contented and happy. He and I were a perfect fit. We breathed in harmony. We were nourished by the same food. I loved to play together in this safe place. We would kick and then embrace each other. I was keen to find out what our lives together would be. Would we be forever together, or would we be separated? I hoped not. We were made for each other, and nothing would ever change. I know he loved me because he would move in order to make me more comfortable. I in turn would bend into his body. I knew that this close relationship would not last forever. Then, all of a sudden, I was startled into reality. You will have to find out more if you read the review. By the way, I just feel privileged to be a part of this group, as I explained, and what it has done to a person of a certain age. I've read the story, and you do want to read it. Highly recommend it. I would now like to invite Anna Perri up to the mic. That is in the book, so Anna, thank you.
I guess I should start off with trigger warning. Should we talk about that first? Yes, sorry. Please. Yes. My story obviously talks about something about a womb, but microphone. Sorry. But I guess I need to alert you to the fact that it may be triggering for some people who have had some losses in their lives. So yeah, please take care of yourself. If this triggers you, if you can have a talk later on, I can be outside to support you as well. Oh. As many of the other people have spoken about, I'm a little bit nervous tonight, so apologies. As many of the others have said, the body carries stories long before we find the words to tell them. Over 25 years ago, I worked as a neonatal intensive care social worker at a large paediatric hospital. And I worked with families up at the edge of life and loss. I learned that stories are not only spoken, they are carried in bodies, in trembling hands, in silent rooms, in the weight of a baby held for the first time and the last time. During this time, I was pregnant. My body held two words welled at once, the promise of new life growing inside of me, and the profound grief of families saying goodbye to theirs. This is a story about that paradox, how the body becomes a vessel for hope and sorrow, and how love leaves its imprint even in the briefest of lives. So I start my story halfway or 3/4 of the way into it. I cradle the small body, impossibly still, impossibly perfect, so light, weightless, yet internal. At that moment, my own child kicks inside me. Life and death speak together through my body, two truths woven. I whisper silently inwardly to my baby, you are safe, you are loved, and though you will never meet them, know that today I held a child whose journey ended too soon. Their spirit brushed against mine, and perhaps against yours too. There is no preparing for the collision of roles, professional, mother, witness, vessel. My grief for these families is beside my gratitude for the life moving within me. At times, I feel torn in two, as if the sorrow I hold for others might seep into my unborn child. Fear, the life within me, my womb, for my baby, begins to reverberate in my soul. So I turn to something deeper, a spiritual holding that is more than my arms can carry. I imagine wrapping that still baby in light gratitude, in a quiet promise that love continues beyond breath. And then I breathe with my own child, reminding us both that we are here together, alive. I come to understand something deeper, that love does not require time to grow roots. It only needs presence and connection, a bond that is carried deep within the heart, embellished by simple touch and remembered by the moment shared. And that's
Thank you, Ellen, for sharing that story with us. The next story is the work of Elena Maria Callipari Nemtsas, and Teresa Capetola is going to read that on behalf of Elena. Thank you, Teresa.
Elena Maria is online. Elena Maria, I hope I read it, your beautiful poem and I do it justice. Elena Maria is a wonderful creative. She's a writer. She is an awesome designer and dressmaker. And she does a lot of bridal wear, which I adore. When we Zoom with her, she often has a mannequin behind her and we look at her latest creation. It's beautiful. Elena Maria Callipari Nemtsas, and her poem is Mi protegge, protect me. Unassuming and hardened, she guides and protects me from dangerous essential machinery and sharp instruments. My second in charge helps me to design and develop, fix and fit, rip and replace. Fingers grip and guide as I knot the needle with ancestral knowing. I continue to match and manipulate as I measure and materialise, then push and pull while threading the twist. A careful pull of zipper, teeth, glide, hook, lock.
Hello, Elena. You can see us. Wave. She's watching in the Jura, our teams. That's it for the readings now. And I'd now like to invite Fortunata to perform an original song with accompaniment by
Never mind, I'm just going to for the mic.
No, she's not. Okay. Forget what I was going to say.
Hello.
So while that's happening, I'll just do a bit of an intro about Fortunata. Fortunata Callipari likes to write content that can be experienced and embodied like meditation scripts and songs. In 2025, she felt she was complaining so much about how things are for migrants, so she decided to write a song instead. All I have given is a song of lineage and longing, a meditation on those who crossed oceans before us and the love that binds us still. It honours the hands that carried, the hearts that endured, and the quiet strength of remaining, rooted at the shore, reaching toward belonging. That's it, Fortunata.
I don't have any accompaniment, so I actually need you all to help me sing this song. So I have the chorus up here, and we're going to do a call and response. So I actually need you to all stand up. You can't sing, stand up. So I'm going to call out the line, and you're going to repeat it. Sing it with me. All right? Gosh, I need to
We're your friends, don't worry.
And I'm still here. And I'm still here. And I'm still here. Waiting at the shore. Waiting at the shore. Laughing at the line. Laughing at the line. Of longing and forlorn. Of longing and forlorn. And I'm still here. And I'm still here. Holding to the front. Holding to the front. Knowing who I am. Knowing who I am. And to where
still here.
And I'm still here.
Reaching for sincere.
Reaching for sincere.
Opening towards.
Opening towards.
The love to be revealed.
The love to be revealed.
And I'm still here.
And I'm still here.
Beautiful. Do you know that just sounds so different to how I practiced it? But it doesn't matter. Because I need your help with a beat. And just make it stop. Brother, brother, father, sister and aunt, you are the interwoven veins of this vine plant. Empty hand, open heart and full of desire, you follow the heights of ancestors' spires. Rocky Boat, Mount Emmett and lured by swell, you travel to the edges of the universe hell. And I'm still here, waiting at the shore, laughing at the line of longing and forlorn. And I'm still here, holding to the front, knowing who I am and to where I belong. And I'm still here, reaching for sincere, opening towards the love to be revealed. And I'm still here. Raise a flag, rosemary scent on lips goodbye. You knew this journey started with the tears of demise. Blind absence left your missing body of truth. You got eroded memory to pacify good. Firm feet, solid ground and digging down deep. You furrowed to the roots of a melody creed. I'm still here, waiting at the shore, laughing at the line of longing and forlorn. And I'm still here, holding to the front, knowing who I am and to where I belong. And I'm still here, reaching for sincere, opening towards the love to be revealed. And I'm still here, and all I have is all that I have given.
Thank you, Fortunata. That was amazing. I'm Enrica, and it's my pleasure to introduce Kavisha Mazzella. Kavisha is an artist who was once described by the renowned Irish folk singer and broadcaster Colin Sands as having a power and presence that's beyond words. Kavisha is an ARIA Award singer-songwriter. She's the creator of 8 acclaimed solo albums and a beloved voice at festivals in Australia and overseas. Her music and teachings have touched countless communities from national stages to intimate vocal workshops. In 2000, Kavisha received the Italia nel Mondo Award for founding Italian women's choirs across Australia. In 2011, she was honoured with an Australia Day Award for her outstanding contribution to music and community life. She has recently launched a new Italian community choir, Lingua Madre. It's a real privilege to have Kavisha performing for us tonight.
Where are you? Fabulous. There's another big hand for wedding sheets, long ago embroidered by a girl who sat by the fire with her sisters and her mother. Each did sewn so carefully, each flower for love, a charm for each flower. We sat together in the long and bitter winters, all sewing our dreams into the cloud, our hopes and our fears, our joys and our tears. We spin, we weave the flags, the blue flowers now fade into gold, to weave them into towers, to press our faces into them years later, singing at the tops of our voices. One woman sings, we all answer. Then the long journey to a faraway country, Australia. I've never seen the sea before, so big, so blue. I must marry a man whose photograph I'm holding in my hand. I'm scared, I'm nervous to give my body to the hands of a stranger. He's a friend of my brother who's already waiting. He went before us to work, save some money. Oh, I'm so hungry, the children of Napoli are grey with flies. I see their eyes and say goodbye. Io parlo, ma ti amo, I live today per una vita migliore, per una vita migliore. We won't be hungry, we won't be poor. Uccendo il mio sogno, uccendo il mio sogno. My dreams are in my sheets. My sheets are in my suitcase. Oh, my suitcase in my hand. I step off the land onto the boat. Addio. La 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 la.
two women and they were on the boat and they're looking out and one says to the other, well, show me your photo. She shows them. Not bad. Come on, and you have to show me yours. So they said, okay, I'll show you. And they're both standing there, looking out to sea. And then at the same time, they turn to each other and they go, do you want a spot? Who knows if they swap? Just a nice moment of rebellion. So we land in Fremantle and there's a beautiful Mills and Wares biscuit factory there. And anybody here lived in Fremantle? Anyone been to Fremantle? Anyone smelled the biscuit factory? Every afternoon you have this, and maybe it was because of the way the Fremantle doctors that were in there, maybe the way the Fremantle doctor was blowing. And the lady that I met who worked at the biscuit factory was Emma Cicatosto. And Emma was sitting on a bus one day next to Michaela Bosworth, and they got talking, and she goes, you know, my life would make a great book. And she goes, oh, that's interesting because I'm a writer. Oh, we were meant to meet. And so Michaela and Emma became great friends, and they used to catch the same bus, so they got to know Michaela, got to meet Emma and learn her stories, and she wrote a book that was published by Fremantle Arts Centre Press. And this became a play, and how I encountered this story was that I had started an Italian women's choir. Basically, I went to perform for a group called Amicizia Club, which were a group of Italian women meeting every Tuesday in St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. And I went to perform Italian folk songs for them with my brother and another good friend, Johnny Marto from Catania, and these women were singing full blast back at us, and the hairs on the back of my neck were just, wow, this is amazing. We've got to start a choir. So I said, do you want to start a choir? Yeah, what do you mean? Because for them it was just church choir, that was all they knew. And I said, no, I don't want to sing church songs. How about the songs you grew up with? You can teach me. And that's how we started, and we made this little choir called The Joys of the Women, Le Gioie delle Donne. And then Emma's story happens, right? And they published it. And there's a theatre company called Decce Theatre Company who was doing all Fremantle stories, and they approached me. They said, we want you with your choir to sing for this play because we're going to make the play. And I said, no, I'm not doing that because I don't know what to do. She goes, and they had to take me to lunch twice until I surrendered. And then the rest is history. I got totally in the world of Italian women's. I didn't know, I wasn't trained, but there was something in me that felt these women need to be seen and heard. And that's how I became a songwriter. That story is a story that I heard from one of the women. So Emma went to work in the biscuit factory. She was so short, she had to stand on 3 telephone books. Biscuit girls with our hair and necks, we make the biscuits you eat with your tea. When you dip your biscuit into the hot tea, remember me, the factory girl. Yes, remember me, the factory girl. We speak no English, just factory girls. So many here speak foreign tongue. Sweat hard to fill these ovens, children to feed and a home to run, men to support when their jobs are gone. You gotta factory girl. Yeah, be quick on the sack, you factory girl. Biscuit factory closing down, no more smell of cooking on the wind. I gotta find another job in this town. Go back to school, I'll learn English. Go on the door, I join the queue. Join the queue. I join the queue. Join the queue. I'm gonna join the queue. I'm a factory girl. I've been very lucky to be invited to go to Italy to teach Australians singing on cultural tours in Italy. It's really a lovely job.
Yeah.
And yes, and I have a few students here that have been coming to this group. And of course, it's so much fun. We learn so much, and I learn a lot. And that's the alarm going. Is that my alarm? I've got to get off. Oh, yeah, I've got to get the bus. Babysitting. So there's a lot of African refugees in Italy, and the refugees are close to my heart because my mother is a Burmese refugee. My father is from Ischia, Napoli, Campania. Wow. And we've got a bit of strega in us too. My mom, when she was a small child, they were forced to escape from Burma, and when the bombing of the Japanese of Rangoon, and they had to walk to India. So big story. There's a wonderful story called White Butterflies, which tells this story. It's not that well known in a lot of people's minds, but it's anyway. I asked my Mom, have you read the book? She goes, oh, I need to read the book. So this is a story of a beautiful African woman who came up to our table while we were in a piazza in Lucca having a beautiful lunch. It's called Mare Amaro. It's a chorus. I know that you can sing already. Fortunata proved it. You warmed them up for me. I saw the black Madonna walk through the square last night with a baby on her back. He clung to her so tight. In her hands were ropes of beads, colored stone and shell. She moved just like a galleon from way down Senegal. Each one of those threaded beads held her sweat and breath. As she sings a song for every step's a breath, and every breath cries freedom. Every shell's a tone that holds 1,000 stories of those looking for a safe home. mare. Mare amaro, mare. Sing with me. Mare amaro, mare. Mare amaro, mare. She came up to our table with beauty's weary walk. I bought a necklace of fine white shells, tied up with a black silk cord. As I held up to admire my latest jewelry, each gleaming shell became a bone of those lost in the sea. Mare amaro, mare. Mare amaro, mare. And here I am in freedom's hall, I eat and drink as I please, while she has fled in the dead of night across the bitter sea. And then she slowly moved away as the full moon rose way above the city gates, where the river Serchio flows. Mare amaro, mare. Mare amaro, mare. It's so beautiful. You see the swallows, you know, the Leromine. And I think we of the diaspora are like Leromine. We come and we go, we come and we go, we fly back, we fly forward. We don't know where we belong. Maybe we just belong everywhere. So, so I was staying in Ostra, in Le Marche, and I was staying in a little attic room that had a roof window, I don't know what you call that, la finestra nel tetto, and there's swallows. And Ostra was experiencing the return of the immigrants who had gone to America, Canada, Australia, and they were coming back. And the town was being reborn from the return of the immigrants. And I wrote this song for them. So as a little chorus, oh, can go, vola, portami coraggio, portami amore, e la pace della terra di nostra. Oh Madonna della Rosa, oh Madonna della Rosa, portami coraggio, portami amore, la pace della terra di nostra. La rondine che lasciava a casa ritornerà con occhi veri, si imparerà una nuova canzone, canterà tra le colline cade. Portami coraggio, portami amore, e la pace della terra di nostra. Since it is coming up to International Women's Day, I thought I would finish my set. I'd like to thank you so much for inviting me to such a beautiful group of writers. I was bawling my eyes out there. I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this. If someone reads something, even everything was so moving, and this is a song, se ben che siamo donne, paura non abbiamo, per amor dei nostri figli in lega ci mettiamo. The chorus is, Oli ola, la lega crescerà, e noi altre lavoratrici, vogliamo la libertà.
For the moving, beautiful, poignant music. Speaking of bodies, it hit me right in the solar plexus. So I'm Pina, along with Maria PC. I'm representing the Adelaide contingent, which is slowly growing. Lovely to see all your faces here. I've been following you for a long time, Kavisha. I have the Emma book on my bookshelf, and it's a privilege to be in the same space as you. It's a big country. And that first story is the story of my mother, except she didn't swap pictures. Okay. So, under your seats, we're coming to the end of the proceedings. So, under your seats, have a look, and one of you will have a lucky door prize, which is a free book. Of course. Under the chair.
Now we're booked.
Thank goodness for that. That brings us to the end of our proceedings. But please, after all you've heard this evening, please take the opportunity to they run out of print quickly, so I encourage you if you are able to. And also tote bags. This is the first time we've had tote bags, so as well as a book, you can buy that tote bags. So thank you for coming.
Teresa, would you like to make any closing remarks?
Hello? Just finish. I'm just going to go out to the foyer just a minute.
Okay, everyone. So the prize was under an empty chair, but sorry, next time fill up the chairs. But Carla was close by, so her hand went up, and Carla is our lovely designer, graphic designer of the book. And so, well done, Carla.
Well done. Just like that? Okay.
Just like that. Zara. Allora, Teresa, do you want to say closing remarks?
Thank you everyone. We're coming to the end. I had a lovely time. I hope you had a lovely time too. What was a selection of stories, of songs, of memories, of pain, of joy, everything. I hope you've had something today that you can bring into your hearts and take with you. I would also like to say that in addition to our beautiful 6th anthology and also our new tote bags that couldn't have happened without Elena Callipari.
Yay!
We also now have a web page that went live at 4:30 this afternoon. So there will be glitches, but that's all right, because that's how we learn. But I would like to do a big call out to Lukaha, who designed the website and who I sat with him, that is my son. And sat with him for many, many hours and days as we all said, no, not like that. And to make it be more beautiful. Anyway, it is wonderful, and we're so proud to have that beautiful website. So go to the website, you can purchase books through the website, you can take out membership through the website, you can look at things, and also there will be glitches. That's all right, we will fix the glitches. Thank you, Luca. Kavisha has CDs, so the CDs are available in the back as well, so you can do all your Christmas shopping tonight. The books, the bags, the CDs, the CDs. I also would like to thank Connie here, who has provided some beautiful shimmery frosty.
Oh, wow.
Thank you all for coming. I just had a beautiful Ascolta Women. Grazie.
The CD. Thank you. It's admiring your photography. Like Zara and me, aren't they? I can tell. Early when you were you're the one who used Gata. I love Gata. I was